Okay, so now welcome to the Norisring Challenge Practice Qualifying. Now it will be once we get underway in more than 2 hours or less than 2 hours. In fact, we'll make our first ever trip to Norisring this weekend. Just need many of the drivers. Since current 1:05 p.m. of GMT 8. So practice qualifying will run for 1 hour. Make sure everything's all set. Alright, let me just get Caden here. Alright, righty. So, welcome to the commentary box. Okay. Okay, so make sure everything is all set. Okay, we're kind of all. Okay, we're all set. We just need many of the drivers. Have to pick it. So we got 5 more minutes till we get the session going.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the commentary box for practice
Thank you very
qualifying.
much.
Welcome
Great
to
to
the
be here at Norisring.
yeah. Welcome to the commentary box for this weekend. Once again at Norisring, our first ever trip to this very small street circuit in Germany.
A very unique location as well. I think if I remember correctly, that podium up there is where the Hitler used to do rallies in the past. So yeah, interesting history here. But it's a unique circuit and a historic one as well. So it'll be good to see the racing today.
Indeed. We we had missed out on racing racing at this circuit the past year due to many cancellations. But finally, once we get underway, it'll be our first ever. Once we get this session, practice and qualifying underway, it'll be our first ever laps at Norisring officially.
Very excited to see this.
So so 4 drivers on the grids. Drivers on the grid. So there's only 1/3 of the grid for entire interwest currently in Norisring. We're now we're now 3 minutes before we get to practice qualifying. So Ultra in the 26 aggro. Yeah. So here we go. We're about to get ready. In more than 2 minutes. Okay, 26 is about to roll off. So this 77. So the 77 currently at the big exit
followed by the 26 of Ultra. So he's a teammate of yeah, the other NSX from the race at Sebring. Speaking of which, after Sebring, the standings are Shiro in the lead, and Shiro, I believe, was 4th last race. I could be wrong.
I'll do the standings as well. So currently, we currently have Chernekmo and the drivers in the drivers championship lead after Sebring. Genji in second, Nissan in third after very horrible after a decent race at Sebring. So Cracky, Cracky in 7-7, currently ties with one mate up closest for 4th, Zenki in 5th. Just like Gomtix and 18 currently in 7th. So now we're just getting ready for our first ever session here at Norisring. An all new track for us, but not so new, as it opened 1 year ago, but I didn't see any recent action due to all the cancellations from the past year. Well, we're about to get our first ever true session here at Norisring. About to be
4 cars lined up in the pit lane, with Crack players in the Ferrari leading them out. Was Crack driving a Lamborghini at Sebring, or?
Yeah, he was driving a Lambo at Sebring.
Was that a wildcard entry, or?
No, he was signed as the main for that weekend.
Oh, so he's changed teams since Sebring.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
so what does that do points-wise for the championship?
Yeah. Hopefully that will be the thing. As we're about to get underway, and practice qualifying is underway. And practice qualifying is go.
All the drivers heading down to this first hairpin here. Very unique hairpin there. It's a right turn entry, and it's a very tight one. This street circuit here at Norisring is a very short one, and would you say it's suited for these cars?
We're not sure yet because we didn't do that much testing here at the circuit. But let's see how well they will handle as we get our first laps at Norisring. Start out, we'll be crossing the line first as we start our first ever laps here at Norisring.
Into the first car. Oh wow! Crack goes very wide, followed by the Porsche.
That was an on-off there for the 7-7.
Still getting grips to the track and used to the track. Very large bump at the exit of that corner there.
All new track for everyone. Some of them did turn testing laps past this whole week, but this is a new one overall for every single driver here. As starting across the line, 330, that the base lap. Current 43.0 in 72. So decent lap there. Therefore, the newbie in IMRP. Thank you. So here goes Senki in the final corner. Let's see how far he can go. Up to the wall, he crosses the line out. 42.2. 42.2 for the Indonesian great lap there already for Zenki. Hope you see him more on the race later this Saturday.
Zenki is already pushing to the limit on the circuit. He's already found a great line to go through the circuit. We may see him come out on top this weekend. Not sure though. Have to wait and see till the race tomorrow. Is it?
No, today.
Oh, the race is today, so we
Yeah.
do them all in one day. Oh, that's cool. Alright.
So Strada.
So the race later on then.
Yeah. Strada comes on the final corner. Will he improve that 42.9 across the line? He does by 1/10. Nissan does not improve as Pausa goes 43.1. So it's a BMW 1, 2, 3 at the moment in the first 5 minutes here in practice qualifying. Pausa, who has not raced at all since 2020 after the Rallycross Championship, has finished its first and only season. But now after last week, he is back in sports car for an all-new team, TRI Victories in the BMW M4. And unfortunately, whoops, that was a wrong pit stall there for the 82. He stopped right at pit stall 17. Oops. So it's a little. So already we have a mix up in our hands here at Norisring.
How do you see the? Oh, never mind. I got it. All right, so not a huge difference separating the cars. About a 3-second gap between the first and sixth driver, but Zenki, is it possible we'll see him making under 42? I think it's probably possible considering these have only been the first few laps on this circuit. Oh, as Nissan goes very off there on the grass.
And Cracky just tapped the wall there at the first hairpin. So already we're starting to see more contacts with the wall at turn 1. It's a 3-way. And 3 drivers, and look at that. And Nissan will go straight into the pits.
Pitting.
Nissan straight into the pits. It looks like
While it's a small circuit, it's definitely not a simple one.
Indeed.
In terms of the corners. You know, it'll take a lot of getting used to this circuit.
Indeed, it's one of the hardest circuits I think we're going to. But we'll see later this season. Cracky hit the tire barrier at turn 2, running wide.
Bintang heading out in the only GT4 car, I believe, on the circuit at the moment.
Indeed. The Camaro was waiting to make its debut last weekend, but neither driver in which the raced Sebring, so hopefully we will get to see Bintang on his proper debut after qualifying the car second on the front.
In Germany.
Yep. Cracky's ran wide yet again. Clemson Ferrari's not having a decent session. And Pausa over the bumps at turn 3. How about his lap will be 16.366, 11.3 lap, and
as Zenki goes faster, nearly hitting solid 42 at a 42.179. Sorry. That's
Pausa crosses the line. He does not improve. Pausa did not get the time he wanted. 43.2. He did not improve at all. As Bintang does spin it at turn 1, hitting the wall.
Hits the inside wall there at turn 2, I believe.
Turbo
Could be
start.
wrong.
Turbo start there for the 707 Camaro.
Oh, very wide at that final hairpin there. Bintang still obviously getting used to the car and the circuit.
All new circuit too. Everyone is new here. Brand new circuit. Opened last year, but did not get any official running. So this will be a learning program for everyone for 1 hour. And the session will be running for 1 hour. So they have very limited time to get used to with this very tight and short circuits. Ooh, twitchy. Was Bintang got twitchy there at turn 3. The 707.
Nissan is stopped at the first hairpin. I wonder what's gone wrong. Probably just AFK or something.
The 707 got twitchy there at turn 3. Hoping it shouldn't be that hard hit up. Shouldn't be that hard. There we go, crossing the line. 51.9. Oh, Bintang just goes wide there. He locked the brakes up. A little bit late to the brakes there. I thought he locked out the brakes. My bad.
Zenki heading back into the pits again. So he's probably just trying to keep those tires fresh to get the best time he possibly can. But it's good. Lap wise. Stradali or Stradal? Stradale, yeah.
That was Bintang. Locked up at turn 4. Hit the wall, but able to get back out on the power. So crosses the line with a 50.2 WAP. Stradali hit 42.38 WAP. Very decent lap time for Stradali. Powers across. Comes out the final corner. Right? Does he improve? No, he does not.
Jeff Cool Guy heading out in that almost completely white Lamborghini. Very interesting look there, but he seems to be quite quick going through turn 2 and 3.
44. Zenki hit tapped the wall at turn 1. So it's gonna cost him a few tenths. First cost him a few tenths there. Stradali.
Whoa!
Fastest second 2 of the week. Fastest second 2, 11.1. Here we go. Where does Stradali go? He does not improve at all. 142.4. Oh, fun about Leicester diff for the 72. It's Cracky. Oh, Cracky just almost tapped the wall at turn 1. Zenki trying to get by the 77. He's run yet again.
Nissan Skyline is back. Heading out. Currently sitting in 4th position. Stradali and Zenki both not improving on their times at the moment.
Is Bintang just crashed into the pits, trying to get a pit stop in. He stopped right out stall 15.
Audio dropping now, heading out. He was for at least a portion of the race, he was a very good contender for the lead, and then the Lamborghinis kind of ran away with it. Yeah, so maybe we'll see him get the win this weekend. We'll have to see what times he's getting, as it's a new circuit for everyone. We don't really know who is going to take the lead.
Indeed. He's one of the most experienced in IMRP. He joined back in 2020 for the one own season of the Sprint Cup, which is the offshoot for sports car for the main series. He basically tied the championship with Exotic
Oof.
X. Oh wait. What?
You
Oh,
get there for crack.
the cracky. What's happened there? Looks like he just go away into the brakes, trying to dive down to turn one. An unfortunate situation there for the 77. Still trying to get grips onto the racetrack. Oh, we got Binto just went late in, just dropped it into the braking zone, turn one as well. So the 707 Camaro, unfortunately, he's hit the wall yet again.
Unfortunately, still the only GT4 car out there on the grid at the moment.
Yep. So cracking.
Oh, not on the grid, on the track.
Yeah, on the track right now.
I think everyone's been fairly lucky with that bump out of turn 3. It hasn't seemed to probably mess anyone up at the moment, but that could change during the race.
Here we go. Here we go. Audrey Dropper crossing the line now. Here we go out of the final corner. He goes.
And he goes pole under 42 seconds. That's a 41.95.
Provisional pole for the points leader. That will help him. That will help his cause. 41.954 for the 96.
As he spins out of the hairpin.
Decent lap time.
Decent lap. Dropping out, heading backwards on the track.
Decent lap time there for the point leader 96. Heading back to the pits backwards. Oh, it's nearly misses pit stall. And Egenetic has audio problems. A couple drivers might have had audio problems now. So Pausa, but he couldn't put together a decent lap. 42.8. He sets 4th fastest currently in practice qualifying. Just getting out of the pits. Egenetic currently 52.5. He will be racing again in more than 1 month in the expected GT World Series, so he'll get grips to the racetrack and the car. Actually, no, just the racetrack, because he will be racing for South Plus for the rest of season 2 there. The 86 Acura has not had a good season so far. He was running 3rd when he had to retire due to time zone differences back in Daytona. He finished 5th overall. And he didn't start the race at all because of time zone as well. So there's a pretty decent chance that Egenetic will race the Norisring Challenge. I have to make sure. But expired is in right here. So 18 will be 76. Oh, and Cracky runs wide there at turn 1.
Still no change in the top 3 lap times. Bintang's still down there, but apparently faster than wait, is anyone DTF? Is that a driver?
Okay, of course it's for the 17 this weekend. Go now.
Oh, okay, he's gone.
Alright, we're getting back to the racetrack. No,
I think Audio Dropper just improved on his time.
so did Bowser. Bowser was now 1/10 away from beating Trajawi. He preferred there. So getting close to the racetrack. 4.3, 8 fastest overall. 4.37. Still not yet beat. Still has yet to beat his teammate Ultra the YouTuber in the 26. As across the line, he does not improve. Oh, as we got a disconnected. Cute Potato has disconnected, unfortunately. Bowser getting into brakes. First, fastest sector 1. The sector 1. Let's see how well that translates. And most of the cars are running through us. He does not improve at all. Slower by exactly 2/10. A lot of them driving to turn 1. A lot of drivers trying to get through, trying to get a piece of real estate. So head to turn 3. Audio Dropper is very clear now. Nissan currently in turn 6 fastest.
All the cars are very packed together. Going down into the hairpin. Who will come out fastest to see if there's any lap time improvements?
Oh, Nissan just tapped the wall there at turn 4. I think that will affect his swap there. It does not improve.
So yeah, no, as you said, no improvement on his time. But as we're seeing, that Audio Dropper is regularly and consistently making 42s. So maybe that will mean that Audio Dropper might get the win in this race. It's interesting to see though the GT3 cars on this track. As you know, it's historically been a DTM track, among other series, but predominantly DTM. And how long has this been around?
At least 70-ish years. I can't remember exactly when this track opened.
Yeah, wow.
I can't remember. I do remember that this was the building that Hitler saluted here.
Yes. He held the rallies right up on that podium, in that middle section of what is now the grandstand.
Indeed.
But yeah.
So Jeff Kogai now in the 85, trying to get close with the Porsche Cayman. Of course, this goes 8 fastest, just beats the 86 Acura Genetic. Cracky currently hits 10 fastest, slowest of the GT3 competitors. Sweet Potato outside the final corner, his first hot lap. He will translate. That's Audio Dropper. He's got Audio Dropper side by side. He does not improve. But Cute Potato goes 11 fastest, 44.66 in the 16 Aspire Porsche.
Wow, just cool guy in a GT4 car going faster than some of the GT3 cars in 5th position. That is pretty incredible.
So Bintang currently sits 12 fastest and
great driver.
10 to the 1993 in the pizza. Trying to find his optimal line there. Bowser has yet to find the improvement they needed. And Strada goes 4-2-2. He's now exactly 1 tempo away from beating His teammate as up closest go fifth fastest, 43.2 in the Clementine Lambo. Lamborghini has not had a decent. Lamborghini's had a decent 2021 in DTM, but let's see how well he will do in IMRP web in the IMRP universe. Potato across the line, he does not improve at all. So 48.7, that will put him on pole. If he does race, then that will put him on pole for in class for the Norisring Challenge. 48.7. Shadow is improved just by a couple thousandths of a second. He still has yet to find the optimal line just yet. Ooh, that's a little twitchy there for the 16. All new team this weekend. Team will also race in expected GT World Series this year. A very neat white, purple, black, and gray livery car does not improve. The Potato also debuted in IMRP. New driver, new team, new car and combo this weekend as well. So it will be interesting to see how well the German team will do for the rest of season 6. So though it did improve by a couple hundreds there. Let's see, yeah, we're still recording. At least it's still streaming. Unlike like last year when it froze it started freezing like 3 times because of the hardware accidents and stuff. And up close is in the pits, he misses his pit stall. He'll be at stall 22 alongside Project Kitsune. So does Ultra drive in the pits in the 26. Ignition just dropped it in the pits. He'll be in stall 23. Maka Kitsune as well. And back to Aspire. Aspire will also be racing here next in about a month, so this will be gathering information about the racetrack and car. Once they get to Norisring alongside Kevin O'Matix's DTM, they will share the racetrack in 2nd to 4th July.
Stradali improves on his time, nearing a bit more there to Zenki. If he works a bit harder, he may be able to hit or steal second place there from Zenki. He's currently in the pits.
Listen. In stall number 20. found the pace right now, 47.83 in GT4. Sub
Just,
HD. Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, it's taken him a while, but he's been able to, I guess, sort of find the groove. He's still, you see him occasionally just, hitting the wall or going off the, missing the apex or, going off the line. But apart from that, he has improved on his time. But I definitely still don't think he is the fastest GT4 car out there today. And I think they'd have to go to Jeff at the moment, at least.
Here we go then, the number 10 Lamborghini of South HD. The Venezuelan, the Colombian will make his IMRP debut this weekend in the Norisring Challenge. He's been raking in quite a bit this year. Raced he's raced in the RRH World Endurance Championship. He won a couple races in class. Won assigned reserve factory driver there for most of season 1. Unfortunately, he had to miss out on the Drivers' Championship after season 1. So let's see how well he will do in his IMRP debut. New car, new driver, and new track 4 combination. Crosses the line, he goes and went fastest, still getting grips to the track, 42.44312. Oh, is it good? Right off when there, he hit the wall. Tap the wall at turn 1. Brand new car and track combo. And start the gamer, 08. Very experienced racing driver. He'll make his first ever IMRP start. RP starts for the Italian Archangels racing team. Was not in a single car on the grid last 2 weeks, but this week it will be a possibility.
Yeah, this is great to see. There's a lot more participants here today over Sebring.
Indeed.
I see the Ferrari of. I have no idea who it was. Crack.
Yeah, Crack.
A bit of a spin at the first corner.
First time.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It is good to see more people, but we're missing some of the GT4 drivers from the last race.
Indeed.
And also some of the key GT3 drivers as well. I believe the man who was in the lead last race.
Genji.
Genji. That's it. Yeah, he is not here.
He's not here at the moment, so he might join on the back of the grid.
Should be tough for him to make up the place. Is it a rolling start or?
I'm not sure yet. Here we go. First ever hot lap though for Cert the Gamer. We got a couple cars on him and the back. One of them is the Inspired Porsche. As he crosses the line now, he goes 13th fastest, still getting across the new racetrack. Sub goes 8th fastest. The Colombian hasn't raced that much in some time. So it'll be interesting to see how much he will improve over once we get the race underway in more than an hour. So less than 29 minutes remaining in practice and qualifying. When combined to the second competitive weekend that we have run this combined session. And Tadao has shown no signs of giving up. Is still turning decent lap times. 42.2 is yet to beat his more experienced teammates. So Jeff, cool guy. 48.8, so not a bad lap for him. Listen, personal fastest sectors 1 and 2. Comes out the final corner, nice and clean. Brand new car and track this weekend for Jakugai as well. It's across as missing across the line, 5th fastest. He just beats Napcosis on the 3rd row. He comes on the 3rd row. And Jeff goes 4E. Crosses the line.
Grizzilla in that NSX now, heading out. Grizzly, sorry, my bad. Heading out in the NSX. Gonna try and get used to this new track. So is there any? Oh, whoa! Is that the NSX of? I think no, not. Oh my god! There's so many more drivers. It's hard to find.
As Ultra hits the wall at turn 3, at the exit of turn 3, rather.
I believe it was Indanatic on the main straight, just swerving a lot, maybe to avoid the abandoned car, or the abandoned 707 Camaro there.
I'll put the 777 right behind the wall. Actually, no, just put it here.
What happened there?
Yeah, the 777 was at the apex exit the whole time. I didn't realize that I had to clean it up.
Oh, Bintang is now back on track, or at least back driving again. He was always on track.
Where's the 707? I think the 707 is at turn 1. Let me see. It's at... No, it's not at turn 1. I'm pretty sure it's at turn 3.
So not a huge margin between second, third, and fourth place. That's Zenki, Stradali, and Hauser, I believe, in that order. Probably about 300 milliseconds, sort of separating them. Oh, or 3 mils. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, there's a very small margin separating those 3 drivers. So it's possible. It's possible for any one of them, if they keep improving, to grab second place. But I don't believe that anyone will be getting under 42 seconds at the moment, apart from Audio Dropper.
Yeah. Oh, he's just at the 53s. Nissan just dropped it in the pit exit. Unfortunate situation there for the 53. He's currently blocking the pit exit visually. He tries to get back on the racetrack after a quick pit stop. And Tetsuo is now on track. The Roblox Ride Championship driver. Oh, he's hit the wall already at turn 2. Trying to make his circuit racing debut this weekend in Norisring.
So is Stedsau a privateer runner?
No, Project It's in the driver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I cannot see any livery on his car.
Yeah.
It's just grey.
In reality,
good to see him though making a circuit racing debut. He's really talented and really quick on the rallying scene. So excited to see sort of what he can pull off and how fast he can go on the circuit in that Lamborghini.
Indeed, his very experienced racing driver in the Roblox Rally Championship. He's
very competitive.
Currently in the top class, and he'll be top class again this weekend in GT3. Making his debut for Project Kitsune, the team that's won last weekend with the team owner Genji. total and fly. That's how the first lap at 1:43.966, so decent lap time there for the Thai driver. The first street race ever for the all Thai team in the Lamborghini. Ooh, was Bottas dropped it right out the final corner. Unfortunate situation there for the 49 BMW. And what a drivers this weekend. So it will be set for a great Norisring challenge. So we're back for a little pee break. I have to do a pee break now. Right, alright, I'm back. Oh, my bad. Damn it. Alright, I'm back. So we have slightly over 20 minutes remaining in practice qualifying. Nah. Oh, as being tongue crashes in drop it right out the turn 4. Water drivers on track, so to the toilet. 이거는. So Stencil, the next fastest for the RRC driver is finally found his groove. Oh, just as I said that he's hit the wall at turn 1. Oh, so just rushing right out to find the pole there. Trying to find the best, trying to get the 28 out of the way. It's 5th fastest ahead of the RRC driver by more than 3 tenths of a second. So he's found the NSX, found grips on the NSX already. So that's a good start there for the experienced road racing driver. Currently Jeff Guy and the You'll be competing for Galactic this weekend once again. Curtin sits on the front row of the GT4 grid, trying to get grips to the Polish gamer. So currently no change on the order. Automatic Curtin sits 11th fastest. 11th fastest in the Dragon Racing Team. Honda slash Acura. It will be a Honda this weekend. Those still see Acura signage on both sides of the car, both in the on both sides of the door, banner, and on sport on the wheel wing. So it does not improve. Stetson already found his groove with the Lamborghini and the type Norisring circuit. He's very experienced in this type of. He's had experience in this type. So twisty, tight, and short, where he has dealt with in RRC. Oh, he's dropped a little bit there at turn 1. Dropped a little bit there at turn 1. Turn 4 actually, turn 4. Good time getting out of the way. Let's get 16 minutes. We have 60 minutes remain. So 60 minutes to run currently for practice and qualifying for the inaugural Norisring Challenge. So Ultra getting passed there by looks like was it Pausa? Yeah, Pausa. Pausa crosses the line. It does not improve. Shadali current sits with a faster sector 1. Here we go. Here we go heading to the final corner now for the 72. He'll make his IMRP debut this weekend as well as many other drivers. And drives on the grid, and he does not improve at all. 1.422. 422 for the 17 BMW.
The top 4 drivers still have not improved on their time, showing that that's probably where they've found their limit in lap times. But as you said, Stedsau, it's great to see him on the circuit, and he's up into 6th place, which is really surprising for his debut run. So, how did he get to where he is now?
To who? To who was it?
Stedsau, Stedsau, yeah.
I think he will be I think he will be on in the top 10 for at least most of the race. As he gets to grips with both the driver and car combo. Oh, he drops at turn 4.
Ooh. Oh.
Turned a little too early there.
2 hits there.
Well then. Sub HD current 433. Still has yet to find the best line there. Unfortunate situation 4. So this will be a hill to climb for the Colombian. Oh, he said, oh, Cirque hit the wall at turn 3, trying to get by this traffic. Of course, this is yet to find good lap. So Chris the gun 44.95. As we got many drivers at the second hairpin. That's one of the air perform forces there is Nissan into the pits. So 30 minutes remaining in practice quali. Strada has yet to find any improvement in the 72. Oh, Bintang has hit the wall and turn 1 is stopped there. Key Potato currently looks like from proof as it crosses the line. Crosses the line now 43.6. He does not improve. Oh, we got. Oh, what's that there? What's happened there? Turn 3. I don't know, turn 2.
A couple of cars piled up there. I'm not sure what that was about.
Well then.
Audio dropper hopping in and out of his car. I'm not sure what cute. Sorry, not cute potato.
Oh,
Frezzi was doing in the Ferrari.
and the 77s crashed right out of turn 4. So Crackie's not had a decent session. There's going to be reserve in Dragon Racing Team that last in the overall running 449.
Bintang heading out of the final hairpin and onto the main straight. And he's the inside wall. So he's fallen down to 17th place. Unfortunate for him, but I mean, it's good to see that we have so many drivers here today.
Green Potatoes ran wide at turn 1, just widening out of trouble. The 16 was kind of right there in the braking area, in the braking zone rather. So getting grips to the 16 for next month's Achino. The next race at Norisring for the GT Workers driver in more than a month.
Oh, Zenki, I'm not sure how long he's been out for, but Zenki's back out after a long break in the pits. He set a few lap times and then he headed in. So it's good to see him back out on track, as he is another one of the really good drivers here today. So, as he heads back in, just as I was saying that.
Well then. 18 BMW back into the pits. Looks like it will be a quick pit stop for him.
Jeff Cool Guy in the pits as well.
Substituting for...
Sorry, yeah, that's right. 3 of the Lamborghinis in the pits. So, including Stedsau, so he must be taking a break. But good to see him competitive. Or her, looking at his avatar.
It's on the limit there for Cute Potato. Still trying to find an improvement. Is yet to find an improvement on his 43.1 lap.
See, through this circuit, there's a lot of, there's 2 main corners where there's the right-hand kink before the hairpin, with the 2 hairpins. So as you can see there, it's throwing a couple of the drivers off in terms of their racing line, and I think it's possibly where we might see some of the different approaches to those corners. But yeah, as you said, Q Potato is absolutely on the limit, but unfortunately just not making up the time. Great middle sector, currently on a 43 as his personal best, and he got to 43.8, unfortunately not improving.
Oh,
So,
low late there
sorry,
on the
you go.
low late on the break there for the 16. He just nearly tapped the wall there, turn one. Ooh, very close there at turn two. Very clean turn three. Letting how well the KP improves the swap. So you got less than 8 minutes remaining into practice qualify. No improvement there for the 16. And no improvement.
Audio droppers are now averaging around the 43-second mark, so he's dropped back from where he was previously. Just not running. I don't think he's still running the same strategy he was before, which was just, oh, there we go. He heads into the pits, but his strategy is just settle a hot lap, pit, get new tires, go back out, set another hot lap, and get the new tires so that he can always keep them fresh, and also just so that he can always be pushing that car to its limit.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably just the best strategy to go for in this session.
Indeed. Everyone going for new tires or new super softs. Looks like Stradale in the pits trying to beat his teammate's second fastest lap in the 72 BMW. So he misses pit stop a little bit. On top, was just running on. So is Zinky just ran a little late there on the brakes. They're dropping into turn 3, decent lap there. Unfortunately, no improvement for the 82. So we got 6 minutes left into the combine session. No change on the front and the top 3. Third the game will start his first race in IMRP in 5th. Oh, Zinky tapped the wall there at turn 3. Just about to get back into the race brought to the session broadcast. Shadali. Let's not improve. Will be on the hot lap. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Frizzy. That was just a little bit of a tie there for 12. It's not even counted. So South will start in 11th position. Still got 5 minutes to go in practice quali. Oh, Tenzo ran a little bit down on the brakes. He ruined the sector that decent lap. It's already ruined his lap. So unfortunate situation there for the experienced RRC driver.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because he'd be looking to improve on his time a lot. Because we're trying to make a statement here, coming from the rallying world. But I mean, he is one of the most competitive drivers in rallying, and I think having, as you said earlier, that always racing on the tight, twisty roads of the rally circuits will definitely pay off on a circuit like this, or any street circuit in general, I think, for that matter, because it'll just be more accustomed to just pushing it to the limit on the tighter roads.
Yep, yes. He's definitely more suited to that type of circuit. Let's see how well his experience in the stages will, how well his prior experience in the rally stages will translate into the race later in 1 hour. So he got pause now on his mirrors. trying to keep him behind. Oh, and the our changes accurate just ran wide there. Looks like. Yep. Yep. It was the 28th of Cirque the Gamer. Cirque just ran wide at turn 1. Or just ran wide there, turn 1. He just come out of the pits. Still with the pit limiter on. Pit limiter. He's got the pit limiter on. I just got out of the pits. Unfortunate situation there for the 28. For the stand right now, Audio Dropper on pole position ahead of Zenki and Stradawi. 4,000 in his return to his IMRP return, and Cirque the Gamer his IMRP debut this weekend. So Bintang will be on pole for today, ahead of Jap Cool Guy in 25. Cirque in 28. He's still trying to get by these two BMWs. Still on the pit limiter at the 707, stuck right at the pit exit. Unfortunate situation there for the 77 as Pausa goes second fastest, just ahead of this Esprit. 4-2-1 lap, amazing lap. Fully sports car veteran.
So there you go, it's finally happened. Pausa has broken the mold of the top 4, and as I said earlier, that second position was anyone's game between second, third, and fourth, and so yeah, he's made a really good lap there and come out on top. And seeing as though Zenki and Stradali haven't improved lately on their times, and considering there's only a minute left in the session, I think Pausa will be locked in for that second position for the race. So a late qualifying, really good lap there for him. So that's good to see.
No need to run a second lap there. Very, very good lap there for the 49 BMW. I should say there, it was a really late lunge to get on the front row, and he's done it. We got 11 seconds.
10 seconds left.
9, 8, 7.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is it.
For practice.
So I believe Crack is the last person that will be able to get his lap in. As far as anyone else, that's it. So the top 3 order, I'll leave that to you.
So as everyone crosses the line, everyone crosses the line now, it should be it for practice qualifying. So Audio Dropper goes straight for 3 at Norisring. The first ever trip to Norisring in the Air Performance 96, ahead of the 49 BMW of Pausa, making his sports car return after being in the back seat for most of 2020 and all of 21. Zenki, who raced in the K-Cup exhibition race last year, was on third position. He was leading his teammate Stradawi in second row. Cirque the Gamer will make his IMRP debut in 5th position. Stedsau in his circuit racing debut, pretty decent lap. 7th fastest, 6th fastest overall. So up closes another Dragon Rides Racing Lamborghini in 7th. Nissan 9th for Air Performance in the 53. G Potato 9th for Aspired both car driver and team debut this weekend. Jeff Cole, actually no, some HD 10 for Dragon Warriors in the 10. Internatic qualifying third, actually no 11th in GT3. Looks like he won't be this racing today. Ultra the YouTuber in the second Dragon Racing Team Honda in 12th, Cracky 13th. For Brits Racing Team, 14th Dragons Reserve Grizzly Gold. So Jeff Goldguy will actually no. So alright. So Bintang will be sitting on pole for the Blitz Racing Team. First ever pole for the Blitz Racing Team as well in the Chevrolet Camaro. And Jeff Goldguy will start on the front row in class. We're just getting screenshot of the fastest times. No penalty. So great lap. So no changes to no changes whatsoever in GT4. Well, the Bintang on pole in class ahead. So practice qualifying done. Audio dropper was set on pole for today. For today's race in the Norisring Challenge. But first we'll head down to the pit lane for the interviews. So Bowser will be executing the Bowser will be doing the interviews today for practice qualifying. Great lap. Well, impressive lap to get yourself on the front row.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, the fall lap. I had a lot of troubles in turn 2 and 3, just trying to get the corners done, and it looks as though like at first it was quite a very at first glance it was just really struggling for the tires and the grips on that second and third corner, but then see that I was be able to just put it together on that final laps and send it for it, and we got second place.
You were sitting in fourth the whole session. So what was your expecting qualifying position before you pulled up that pole lap, the front row lap?
I don't know, but I just expected to be in the top 5 for this series, because I haven't driven in this series for so long. So yeah, I think B2 is going to be a nice starting spot for us, a nice starting spot for me to return to this series. I bet the talent of these guys is absolutely mammoth. We'll see how well the race pans out.
So it's a new car, new circuit, new team, funded by your good friend XPD. So what was it like the last 2 weeks been? What was the last 2 weeks been like?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we have been friends before, and I think that we have been friends beforehand. And coming back to this series, it's it's got a little bit of expectations going to this round. But yeah, I don't expect it much, because it's the return of my series return for him as well, and I think that the BMW M4 that we're using right now is just might need some fine tunings on the race, and also that every every car over here is pretty competitive. But the BMW M4, I mean, it's top the 5 spots in the qualifying today. I think the BMW M4s, I think it's gonna be one to beat.
We have not seen you race in most of 2020, in the rest of most of 2020 after Rallycross is finished and all 21. So what was your half? So what was it like after Rallycross?
Oh well, it's a lot it's a lot experience for me because I took a break for like a year and a half for the probably 2 years and a half for the road racing as a whole. But I was with the MotoGP League and I actually got a championship for the Moto E. And coming back to the series, it's really a nice time. It's just a nice break. But honestly, I kind of miss this series quite a lot.
So what was life in MotoGP like?
Or it's it's a completely new experience because, well, the cars, it's not really cars, it's bikes. So yeah, it's hard to adapt at the first try, but I mean, in season 2, season 3, and then season 4, we got like 3 straight 2 second place finishes that runner up. But then when we went to Moto E, I knew that it's gonna be different since it's electric as well, but we got a championship with it, and yeah, it's quite a nice experience there.
So finally, before we get to racing in a couple minutes here, so what what are your predictions for today's Norisring Challenge?
Oh my. It's gonna be a tough one, but we'll just try to hold on in second place as much as we can. The Senki and Stroud is being my former teammates back at MotoGP League. Also Audio Dropper, that guy's a wicked fast guy. I think that it's gonna, top 5, it's gonna be really close. And for the rest of the field, I think they also have quite a good amounts of competitive on their hands. So yeah, GT3, GT4, man, it's gonna be one hell of a battle for this at Norisring.
It will be a pack race indeed across both classes. But as you said, for Stradale, he's your former teammate in MotoGP. Well, now you get to race him with another team this weekend onwards.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a different experience, but yeah, I mean, this is gonna be quite a different experience for me. So yeah, we'll see what Strato do. I mean, he's quite a fast driver. He's quite a fast rider as well back at MotoGP. I think it's gonna be one heck of a battle.
Well, thank you for the interview for now. So for now, we'll be back in a couple minutes for the race. We see you guys in just a few minutes for the Norisring Challenge. We'll be right back for more action in Norisring Challenge in just a bit.